Welcome to Astronomy Daily, your daily source for space and astronomy news. I'm Anna, and today we've got an exciting lineup covering everything from NASA's crew changes, which will have Suni and Butch coming home at last, to interstellar visitors and lunar exploration. We'll be diving into some fascinating developments in space technology, including strategic spacecraft swaps at NASA, new rovers heading to the moon, and intriguing research suggesting we might have visitors from Alpha Centauri right here in our cosmic backyard. In a significant move to keep space station operations on track, NASA and SpaceX have announced they're switching up their spacecraft assignments for the upcoming Crew 10 mission to the International Space Station, which means Suni and Butch will be coming home a few days earlier than planned. Instead of waiting for a brand new Crew Dragon capsule to complete testing, they'll be using the tried-and-true spacecraft Endurance, which has already successfully completed 3 missions to the ISS. This strategic swap means we'll see the launch happening sooner than previously expected, with the mission now targeted for March 12th rather than late March. Endurance was originally slated to carry the Axiom Space AX-4 private astronaut mission, but NASA determined that using it for Crew 10 would better serve their immediate needs. The crew for this mission remains unchanged, with NASA astronaut Anne McClain commanding, Nicole Ayers as pilot, and JAXA astronaut Takuya Onishi and Roscosmos cosmonaut Kirill Peskov serving as mission specialists. The switch actually accelerates their journey to the space station, though it's worth noting this is still later than the original February target date. The decision came after delays in completing the new Crew Dragon spacecraft, with NASA's Commercial Crew Program Manager Steve Stitch noting that human spaceflight often presents unexpected challenges. This flexibility in spacecraft assignment demonstrates the advantages of having a reusable fleet of spacecraft at their disposal. For those wondering about the Axiom space mission, it will now use the new Crew Dragon originally intended for Crew 10 once it's ready. While this creates some scheduling uncertainty for the private mission, it ensures the critical crew rotation for the International Space Station stays as close to schedule as possible. The moon is about to get some new robotic visitors as 2 exciting rover missions prepare for their lunar journeys. In an interesting development, Venturi Astrolab has stepped up to fill a crucial vacancy in lunar exploration plans. They'll be sending their Flexible Logistics and Exploration rover, known as FLIP, to the moon's South Pole region after NASA had to pull their Viper rover from the mission due to delays and cost overruns. This commercial rover will hitch a ride on Astrobotic's Griffin lander, heading to the Noble region near the lunar South Pole. While FLIP isn't carrying the same scientific payload as Viper would have, it serves as an important test platform for future lunar operations. The 4-wheeled rover will explore the lunar surface during the 2-week period of lunar daylight, testing critical technologies that will be essential for future missions. Meanwhile, NASA isn't sitting idle on the rover front. The agency has just finished preparing 3 suitcase-sized rovers for their own lunar adventure. These compact explorers are part of the CADRI mission. That's Cooperative Autonomous Distributed Robotic Exploration. What makes these rovers special is their ability to work together as a team without constant direction from Earth, using advanced software to coordinate their movements and investigations. The Cadre rovers will be heading to a different location, the Reiner Gamma region on the moon's near side. They're equipped with cameras and ground-penetrating radar to study both the surface and what lies beneath. This mission could revolutionize how we explore other worlds, showing how teams of small robots could support future astronaut missions by spreading out to gather data from multiple locations simultaneously. Both missions represent significant steps forward in lunar exploration. While FLIP demonstrates the growing capabilities of commercial space companies to fill crucial roles in space exploration, Cadre showcases innovative approaches to robotic exploration that could become standard practice for future missions across the solar system. And in European space news today, Arianespace is gearing up for an exciting new chapter in European spaceflight with their plans for the Ariane 6 rocket. Their first commercial launch is scheduled for February 26th, carrying a French military reconnaissance satellite called CSO-3. This marks the beginning of regular operations for Europe's newest heavy-lift rocket, following its successful inaugural flight last July. Under the leadership of their new CEO, David Cavaillons, Arianespace has mapped out an ambitious launch schedule for 2025. They're targeting 5 Ariane 6 launches this year, though most of these are planned for the latter half of 2025. After the February mission, there will be a significant pause until August, when they'll launch the METOP SGA-1 weather satellite for EUMETSAT. Looking beyond this year, Arianespace has set their sights on reaching a regular cadence of 9 to 10 launches annually. This increased launch rate is crucial for serving their impressive backlog of commercial customers, particularly Amazon's Project Kuiper constellation, which has booked 18 Ariane 6 launches. The company is also preparing for an even bigger challenge on the horizon. The European Union's IRIS-2 secure connectivity constellation will require 13 launches of the powerful Ariane 64 variant in just 2029 and 2030. It's a demanding schedule that will test the full capabilities of both the rocket and Arianespace's operations team. This ramp-up in launch activity represents more than just business growth for Arianespace. It's a critical step in establishing European independent access to space and maintaining a competitive position in the global launch market. With each successful mission, the Ariane 6 will help cement Europe's role as a major player in space transportation. In a fascinating development that bridges the gap between stellar neighbors, new research suggests that material from Alpha Centauri, our closest neighboring star system, could already be present within our solar system. Scientists estimate that up to 1 million particles larger than 100 meters in diameter from Alpha Centauri might currently exist within our Oort cloud. The Alpha Centauri system, which includes 3 stars and likely several planets, is currently moving toward us at an impressive speed of 79,000 kilometers per hour. In about 28,000 years, it will reach its closest approach to our solar system, coming within 200,000 astronomical units of our Sun. Recent simulations tracking particle movements over 110 million years have revealed some intriguing possibilities. While only a tiny fraction of material ejected from Alpha Centauri actually reaches our neighborhood, the pathways for this interstellar exchange definitely exist. Out of over 1 million simulated particles, about 350 made close approaches to our solar system. However, size matters when it comes to interstellar travel. Small particles face significant challenges during their journey, including magnetic fields, drag from the interstellar medium, and potential destruction through collisions. The research indicates that particles need to be at least a few micrometers in size to survive the trip between star systems. This discovery has exciting implications for our understanding of how material moves between solar systems. It suggests that our cosmic neighborhood is more interconnected than we previously thought. If material can travel between Alpha Centauri and our solar system, it could provide us with direct samples of the building blocks that formed their planets, offering a unique window into our nearest stellar neighbor without having to bridge the vast distance between us. Currently, scientists estimate that about 10 particles from Alpha Centauri become visible as meteors in Earth's atmosphere each year. This number is expected to increase tenfold over the next 28,000 years, as Alpha Centauri draws closer to us, potentially offering future generations even more opportunities to study this interstellar material firsthand. Well, that's all for today's episode of Astronomy Daily. I'm Anna, and I've enjoyed bringing you these fascinating stories from across the cosmos. To stay up to date with all the latest developments in space and astronomy, head over to astronomydaily.io, where you can sign up for our free daily newsletter and access all our previous episodes. Whether you're interested in crew missions to the ISS, lunar exploration, or interstellar discoveries, we've got you covered. Follow us on social media to join our growing community of space enthusiasts. You can find us as Astro Daily Pod on Facebook, X, YouTube Music, and TikTok. Thanks for listening, and remember to keep looking up. There's always something amazing happening in our universe. See you tomorrow for another episode of Astronomy Daily.